Hey guys, this is Brad with a new kind of video that I'm trying to do. This is the top 10 NASCAR finishes in the last 10 years. What I'm going to be doing is a list of the top 10 finishes that I believe are the best. I may be leaving some out. There could be a lot more of great finishes, but this is the top 10 list that I believe are the best finishes or the best races. I guess best races would be a better name for it. Yeah, the best races of the last 10 years. So let's get started. This right here is this little diagram about explaining the car of tomorrow, which is, I guess, it was ugly. It was an ugly car, but let's go ahead and start with number 10 was the 2008 Daytona 500. The reason I say 2008 Daytona 500 for me because I was a Ryan Newman fan at the time, and it was just a good race. Dale Jr. First race in the '88 car, Kyle Busch the first race in the '18 car. It was I think, don't quote me on this, I think the first night race of Daytona 500. It was just a very special race to me. To see Ryan Newman win the Daytona 500. It was a very exciting race. The first COT Daytona 500. It was just a very special race for NASCAR and for me because Ryan Newman won, but it was the first COT Daytona 500. All right, number 9 is a 2007 Bristol Food City 500. This is the first COT Bristol race. It was a really exciting race, actually. COT car was really ugly. It handled weird, but Kyle Busch won. He put it in victory lane that day. Kyle Busch said some Kyle Busch things in victory lane, and wasn't not too many people was happy about it. But it was a good win, good race, and him and Jeff Burton had a good battle there at the end, and it was a good start for the COT and pretty good finish. I enjoyed watching that race. So next race, 2016 Phoenix. I guess what was it? The Good Sam's fighting. Well, I don't even know what the sponsor was. It doesn't really matter. But really close finish, good racing. It kind of set the tone for the season. Denny and Martin Truex at Daytona 500. But Phoenix was a good race. I really enjoyed the race. Great finish. Kept you on the edge of your chair. You can see Kevin Harvick won, but it was actually a real exciting race. I enjoyed it. It was good to watch. Great finish, and it's really the newest one that's on the list, but I think it should deserve to be there. Number 8 is the 2013. What was it? Aaron's 499 at Talladega. David Reagan won. Awesome finish. The day before was an awesome finish in the Xfinity race. I think Casey Kane won. Yeah, Casey Kane won in 3 wide finish with Kurt Busch and Regan Smith. Um, then it was because of rain. It was rain was coming in, so they had to finish the race when they had very little light. So now, fast forward to the next day, same situation. David Reagan and his teammate David Gillen came out of the middle of the pack to win the race. I think it was Bob Jenkins' first ever win as a car owner. David Reagan won. Very exciting race. I guess we're on number 7. Is a 2006 Ford 400, and it wasn't really a memorable race. The race wasn't really, but why I put it on the list was because of the fact that it was the last race for the Gen 5 car, or excuse me, Gen 4 car. And also, it was Jimmy Johnson's first championship, which led to history in NASCAR. Uh, Jimmy Johnson won, 5 after this, or 4 after this, and then he won another one in 2013. It kind of started the trend of all of his championships. So I thought, this should be in there. So number 6 is the 2011 Coca-Cola 600. I guess this is the only race in the list that I actually went to. So a little backstory. We was out there all day from like 10 o'clock in the morning. They didn't take debit cards back then and the concessions inside the track. So I went like 5.5 hours without anything to drink. I didn't bring core. So it was one of the longest Coca-Cola 600s in history. So it was pretty bad. And then everybody ran out of gas or whatever. Junior ran out of gas. Kevin Harvick won in the last corner. I was already gone. I thought Junior won. And then some lady was like, Kevin Harvick, get her done. And I was like, oh, well, he finished like 15th, didn't he? No, he came back and won. And everybody was like, get her done. And it was crazy. But I really enjoyed that race. And number 5 is the 2014 AAA 500 at Texas. This picture, Jeff Gordon being angry, kind of tells it all. And also this picture of Jimmy Johnson's hair tells the other side of the story of why the race was so good. Number 3 is the 2007 Daytona 500. The last Gen 5 Daytona 5, or Gen 4, I keep saying Gen 5. Gen 4 Daytona 500. Let's see what's so great about this one. Awesome finish. I think it was like 1,000th of a second at the finish line. Mark Martin is supposed to have been his last Daytona 500. But he finished second to Kevin Harvick. Great finish. And also, that fire right there was pretty cool. He came past the finish line on his roof. Everybody made a big deal about it, but he was okay and lived on to race another race. But pretty good finish. It was an exciting race. I was at church at the time, and everybody had the radios on, and everybody was pulling for Mark Martin, and he finished second. Number 2 is the 2012 Daytona 500. Okay, bear with me on this one. It really wasn't really the finish or even the race. Juan Pablo took out some jet dryers. That was pretty cool. But the race they had made a movie about it, actually. It was how crazy the race was. It was postponed. The first ever Daytona to be postponed to the next day. It was a race at Daytona, a full night race at Daytona. Danica Patrick's first. Wait a minute. Danica Patrick's first Daytona 500. It was just a lot going on, and then it was just a lot going on. Well worth the ticket to go, but yeah. See, Juan Pablo took out the jet dryer. Everybody made a good laugh off of it, and that was one of his last years. He had only a year left in NASCAR after this, so he left with a bang, I should say. He left NASCAR in a bang. So number 1, a lot of people are gonna disagree, but like I said, it's my list. I'm just putting out there things that I think. So I'm gonna say the 2011 Ford 400 at Homestead. That being said, the reason why I think this one's the best one, championship. You couldn't rode it any better. Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards, they tied it up. Basically, they had to win. It was just like how the chase is now, where you had to win to the race to win the championship or be the first one of the 4. So it was just really exciting racing all day. Tony Stewart had problems at the beginning of the race with a radiator. Carl ran consistent all day, but it was just a great race, and Tony Stewart won the championship by 0 points, taking the tiebreaker. Don't really care for Tony Stewart, but I mean, at the time, it was really awesome for NASCAR, and that finish was awesome. So I'm going to change, you see what it says in the last 10 years, NASCAR finishes. I'm going to say really just NASCAR races in general, because really that's the best way to explain it, because the finishes probably wasn't that great. It was really just the race in general. But thank you for watching. If you want to make more videos, I will. Just comment and let me know which races that you think were the best races in the last 10 years. There's probably plenty to choose from. I just put these in there because it's what I thought. It's my opinion. There's probably a lot better races than the ones I picked. But just let me know, and thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.